You might think you know He-Man, but here are 12 facts you may not have known about the Masters of the Universe. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe debuted on September 5th, 1983, with the episode Diamond Ray of Disappearance. The show ran for a total of 130 episodes across 2 seasons, with the final episode, The Cold Zone, airing December 8th, 1984. In 1976, Mattel turned down the chance to produce toys based on Star Wars, which of course went on to be a huge success for Kenner. He-Man was Mattel's attempt to replicate such success for itself. The animated series, the first syndicated show based on a toy, helped massively in that goal, soon airing in 120 stations in the US and in over 30 countries. The name He-Man is intentionally generic sounding, as he was meant to be a powerful character that could be dropped into any scenario. The original 3 He-Man figures, called the He-Man Trio, created by lead designer Roger Sweet, were a barbarian, a soldier, and a spaceman. The barbarian was chosen as the basis for the figure line, whose backstory was first developed in storybooks. He-Man is notable for including early writing work from a number of noteworthy people, including J. Michael Straczynski, the creator of Babylon 5, Paul Dini and Bryn Stevens, who would both later write for Batman the Animated Series, and David Wise, who would be the head writer for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Lou Scheimer, one of the co-founders of Filmation and the executive producer of the He-Man series, also contributed many voices to the series using the stage name Eric Gundin. Characters he voiced included Orko, King Randor, Stratos, Trapjaw, Triclops, and many others. Orko's name was originally going to be Gorpo, but it was changed because the letter O is symmetrical, and so drawings of Orko could be flipped without having to redraw the letter on his robes. Such budgetary concerns were also the reason why Prince Adam and He-Man looked exactly the same. In 1990, a new He-Man series called The New Adventures of He-Man debuted as a continuation of the Filmation series. It ran for a single 65-episode season in syndication. In 1996, Lou Scheimer tried to create his own continuation about He-Man's adopted son called Hero, Son of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, but he failed to sell the series. A rebooted He-Man series was developed in 2002 to accompany a new action figure line from Mattel. This series debuted on Cartoon Network on August 16, 2002, and ran for a total of 39 episodes across 2 seasons. In this series, He-Man was voiced by Cam Clark, who also voiced Leonardo in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. An all-new He-Man episode done in the classic Filmation style and featuring Alan Oppenheimer, the original voice of Skeletor, was screened at San Diego Comic-Con in 2016 and released to the web shortly thereafter. It is called The Curse of Three Terrors and is basically 10 minutes of Skeletor making fun of Beastman and Merman. Besides the various mini-comics that came packed with the action figures, He-Man has been the star of a 3-issue miniseries from DC in 1982, a 13-issue series from Marvel's Star imprint in 1986, a 75-issue bi-weekly series, and a 28-issue monthly series from UK publisher London Edition magazines in 1986, and various new series and miniseries from DC starting in 2012. 2 of the DC Comics series starring He-Man have been crossovers. The first was a 6-issue miniseries from 2013 called DC Universe vs. Masters of the Universe, which saw He-Man and crew meet the Justice League. The second was the 6-issue 2016 series He-Man Thundercats, in which, well, He-Man met the Thundercats. The live-action 1987 Master of the Universe is notably not very similar to the source material. One reason for this is that the director, Gary Goddard, took less inspiration from the cartoon and more from the comics of Jack Kirby, notably Fantastic Four, Thor, and the New Gods. Goddard wanted to hire Kirby as production designer for the film, but was shot down by the studio. That's it for this episode of You Think You Know Cartoons. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Comics Alliance for more cartoon facts, and check out comicsalliance.com for more cartoon awesomeness.